Hi there. You must be looking for Captain Kaya? Please, don't mind me. Wait, but what? Oh, geez, Captain Kaya, what should I say?
Oh, Mika, how have you not changed one bit after being on the front line this long? You were just asking me about the Storm Terror incident, weren't you? Well, allow me to introduce you to the legendary Honorary Knight.
That's right! And also the legendary Paimon!
Hi there. You guys are so strong. I'm in awe. I have to go and report in with Captain Eula now. Please excuse me.
Aw, he just left! Well, that's too bad. Paimon was gonna ask him all about the expedition.
That is a pity, it really is. But don't take it the wrong way. The way he sees it, every pair of eyes in Mondstadt is focused squarely on you. Give it some time, and this will all sort itself out. Next time you see him, I'm sure you'll get along just fine. In fact, let me share a little secret with you. Try talking to him about exploring the wild. You'll win his trust in no time. Well, what do you think? Glad you tagged along this time? A little birdie told me that you'll be staying in Mondstadt for the Weinlesefest. Hope you enjoy yourselves.
Ah, Lisa, the Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Weinlesefest very soon.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Lisa...
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began, after all. We have a lot of fond memories here. Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Weinlesefest. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. The Weinlesefest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall. Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is. No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds like the Animo Archon, all right.
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Weinlesefest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Weinlesefest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Weinlese Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Weinlese Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupico, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
It would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Wow! Well, come on! Let's go find Razor! He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents!
Oh, cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it? For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties, can I leave you to break the news to Razor? He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you. Thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
Is there something else you would like to discuss? Mika tells me that rather than rejoining the expedition party, Grandmaster told him to return to his post in Eula's reconnaissance company after delivering the letter. Land surveyors are usually situated in the vanguard of an army on the move and are tasked with exploring previously uncharted territory. It looks like the expedition must have entered into a much less intense phase. Have you had the chance to speak with Mika yet? When he's with people he hasn't met before, he tenses up and stands bolt upright. I really wish he had a little more self-confidence. Is there something else you would like to discuss? It was good of Mika to bring the letter back all this way. Knowing that everyone is safe and sound is the best encouragement I could ask for. Still, I hadn't counted on the captain making an appearance. The Grand Master has a rather unconventional way of describing things. But even then, I've never heard him give such high recognition to anyone before. If you ever encounter the captain on your own journey, be on your guard. He is not someone to be underestimated. Is there something else you would like to discuss? Goodbye. I wish you a very pleasant Weinlese Fest.
As his teacher, I have a duty to give him the best education and guidance that I can. I'll make sure I'm prepared by the time you get back. Go on now, cuties. I'll leave Razor in your hands.
Well, what do you think? Glad you tagged along this time? A little birdie told me that you'll be staying in Mondstadt for the Weinlese Fest. Hope you enjoy yourselves.
Razor's usually around Wolvendom, right? How do you think he'll react after hearing about this? Look! It's a hunting trap. It looks like the ones that the hunters from Springvale use. Huh? What is it? Electro-energy? Paimon wonders if it could be Razor. But Paimon thought he was pretty good at avoiding the hunters. Well, anyway, let's follow the traces of Electro and see where they lead. feel that electro energy too? The electro traces lead deep into Wolvendom. Let's keep going. Razor! Are you there?
All right, the last trap has been set. Razor, thanks for coming with me all this way.
It's okay. My legs are strong.
What is it, Razor?
It smells familiar. Friend, from far away.
Razor! Oh, and it's Draft too! Are you two hunting together?
Yes, it's almost harvest season, and the boars are venturing into the towns and wineries looking for food. They're trampling crops and destroying the vineyards. Someone could get seriously hurt. The Knights of Favonius came to us asking for help keeping the boars a safe distance away from the population.
I and Uncle Brown Cat catch boars, protect everyone.
Wow, Razor! This is a big step for you. Paimon remembers you used to hide away from the hunters.
You can say that again. Razor was the star of the show this time. He let the wolves know we'd be coming, so we were able to get through Wolvendom without anyone getting hurt.
Helping everyone, helping Lupical, makes me happy. But much talking. Very tired now.
Yeah! But, actually, we came here today because we have some really important news.
Oh, I don't know.
Razor, do you mean you don't want to know about your real parents?
I want to know, but don't want to know.
So you do want to know, but at the same time you don't want to know? Sounds complicated.
Traveler, come and take a look at the trap I just placed. Let's give Razor some space to process things. Yes, I have some thoughts about this after seeing how Razor reacted. We've been hunting together a lot recently. The kid might not talk much, but still, I feel like I've come to understand him a little over the time we've spent together. Here's what I think. He definitely wants to find out about his parents. It's just that his fear of the unknown is overwhelming everything else he's feeling. I'm a father myself, so I know a thing or two about kids. You know, when Diona was little, if I got back late from a hunt one night, she'd be watching me like a hawk for days afterwards, as if she was worried that I might abandon her.
Do you mean Razor's worried that he was abandoned by his own parents?
Exactly. I think that's the heart of it. And if it turns out they did, well, I don't think there's anything we could say to console him. That's not my only concern, though. Razor is developing at his own pace. There are lots of issues that can't be solved all in one go, but he's making progress, one step at a time. But now this thing with his parents is added into the mix. It might push him to want to figure out once and for all where he comes from and where he's going.
Seems like a similar take to Lisa's. Maybe all mature adults think like this, huh? Wait, but then again, Master Jean had a different view. She said it's more about trusting other people and in your own instincts. What do you think?
Gotcha. Well, knowing that he's got a friend like you to rely on makes me feel much better about this whole thing.
Okay, got it. Right, let's head back. We don't want to keep him waiting. Hey, Razor. So, what are your thoughts?
Still thinking. My heart, it feels strange. Like being stabbed by a wolf hook. Varka? Tall, very strong, likes to laugh. Yes, trust. He's very good to me. Give me a name, teach me to fight. But now, busy with important work, I miss him.
You know, Razor, Varka used up all the paper writing this letter, but he still made sure he found room on the back to add a note for Lisa. He specifically told her to give you the things that your parents left for you. That means that he thinks the items have a special meaning for you. But more importantly than that, whatever happens, the Traveler, Paimon, Lisa, and all your other friends will always be here for you.
That's right. And old Uncle Brown Cat's here to support you as well.
Okay, thank you. I decide I want to go with you to see teacher.
That's the spirit, kiddo. Well, you folks better be heading off then. I'm just about finished here, so I'll be heading home very shortly myself. I'd better try and get plenty of father-daughter time in before the Vine Laser Fest starts.